What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today, I wanted to take a minute, just kind of talk, just kind of go over some things with everybody. I know the channel has always been hit or miss with videos. Sometimes I have stints where I do a lot of videos. I have stints where I don't do a lot of videos. And I've kind of entered a phase of not doing a lot of videos again. I think the last episode of What's Happening Now was like 18 days ago. It's been a couple weeks. There's been some stuff that's happened. And, I had plans to make videos and ultimately just didn't. But then also on the same hand, it's, for me, I'm trying to think to the future. And I'm trying to get myself into maybe like a healthy rhythm. I haven't been opening up YouTube Studio, which, if you don't know, is an app that creators can use to see their comments, to see, how videos are doing, shit like that. And, I've just kind of been just looking at things, and, that app sometimes can be a little bit bullying. Sometimes it kind of, it'll show you that you're down. It'll show that your view time is down. It'll show you like all the analytics like that. And, you kind of get in your head like, damn, I need to make a video. Damn, I need to make a video. And my thing has always been, I'm never going to make a video just for the sake of making a video. So when some things happened and I'm like, yo, I should do a What's Happening Now. I should do a What's Happening Now. Going into them, What's Happening Now is supposed to be not so much me talking about the news, but just kind of giving my reaction on things that are happening in the underground. And some really big things that, like, I wanted to make videos about and kind of share my thoughts about as well. Like, obviously, the whole gathering ticket scam thing that happened was like, holy shit. That was a pretty big deal. And honestly, that I had some not so great things to say about that situation. And I ultimately deemed them probably too negative to share. A lot of time you put negative energy out there and it draws in negative attention. And that's also something I don't really want to do. There's Tech9 has just put out, he's been releasing singles, and the pre-order packages now for the new Collabos album is out. And Ski kind of surprisingly had said, I'm going to be on the album, which to me was like really fucking huge, because neither Twisted nor ICP have been on a Tech9 album, and here's Ski getting it, which is huge for him, which is cool, which is awesome. So there was reactions of things like that have happened. And then obviously Thursday night, a la Zululu, they went on and they did a heretic hideout, as they called it. A little live stream they did, just preparing for camp, because it's coming up this fucking weekend. Super excited, which is something else that's been going on behind the scenes, is getting prepared for that as well. So there's things behind the scenes that I have going on personally, but also professionally. I don't know if I want to use the word professionally. There's things that I'm doing, planning, and wanting to do for the channel. But it's more of I want to get all of the pieces in place first and then let them drop. I have in the process 3 new series. One of them you guys know about. I've talked about it multiple times. The Insane Clown Philosophy is something that I've been wanting to work on for years now. And I've tried recording, I think 3 times now. I've done like an introductory episode that I've recorded and never ever put out. I think with that series, I get in my head way too much of like, am I conveying my thoughts properly? How are people going to receive this? Are they going to criticize it? And, I think a lot of that just comes from YouTube drama in the last few years that have gone on. It's, I feel like I have to watch what I say, and it's honestly spilled into that series now, where I feel like if I missay something, even though it's my interpretation, what kind of criticisms am I going to see from that? And it's a headspace I want to get out of, and that's a big reason why that series has taken a while. And, shout out to Fusion House. He's been messaging me on Facebook Messenger, and, we talk quite a bit. And one of the things I know he's really looking forward to is that series. And he'll give me that like helpful nudge of like encouragement, like, hey, don't forget. So it's always on my mind. I know it's a series I need to do. It's a series I want to do, but I also, 1, I don't want to force it, and 2, I'm dealing with a lot of conflicting thoughts in my head, and it's holding me back from doing that series. So my plan right now is to kind of put that one on the back burner. I will leave you with this if you're watching Fusion House, because I know you have been really excited. Like, it's on my mind. I've made this thumbnail for it. So it's it's there. I'm wanting to get it going. It's just getting the right mindset, getting in the right mode. But ultimately, the 6th Joker's card of the second hand is getting ready to come out eventually. So, you know, there's also that on my mind too of, do I wait for that to come out? You know, but that potentially could be like a bonus episode or an episode I do in the future if the series does start before that album comes out. So, you know, there's things like that that kind of get in my head. But other things that I've been working on, and I don't want to divulge too much into it, because one thing I've been guilty of in the past is saying I'm going to do something and kind of procrastinating and it never come to fruition. So there are things that I'm working on, and one of the new series has already got 3 episodes recorded. I'm working on editing them right now, and I think my plan is to record more first before I start releasing them. Some people that are in my Discord server kind of know. I teased it just a little bit. You know, sometimes you want to get excitement going as well. This one is probably the one I'll speak the most about because it's the one that's already in motion, and it's probably one that's the easiest to get going, and that is the 5 quintessentials. Here's the thumbnail. This is exactly what 5-piece was over on Faygo Lovers. Shout out to Mike Sears. Shout out to Joker's Gallery. Shout out to Luke the Goon. Missed that series, and so for a while when that show was going on still, I had the thought of doing my own kind of corresponding with them. It's something I did years ago when Carnival Spirits was doing Daily Spirits, and that was what ultimately got me invited to join Carnival Spirits. Is on my own channel, I just kind of alongside them did Daily Spirits videos with them. So I had the idea of doing like 5-piece videos, but I ultimately didn't want to step on any toes, and you know, toes got stepped on from other people, and that's, I think, kind of why 5-piece went away. I missed that series so much, and I wanted to kind of do my own thing with it, and it's something I've done in the past before on Carnival Spirits. I've made top 10 videos before. You know, I've watched the Watch Mojo videos. I'm sure you see them on YouTube all over the fucking place. I thought they were really cool videos. So I've done some in the past, and then 5-piece came out, and I'm like, yo, I should like pick that back up and kind of do what they're doing and do just top 5s instead of like top 10s or whatever. So with that series gone, I've decided to pick that up and do it. And I'm basically going through all of the episodes they've done and giving my 5, minus the ones that I've been a guest feature for, because I have been a guest on that show quite a bit. So, you know, shout out to those guys for ever having me on and showing me love. And, you know, again, I missed the show. I'd love to see it return. But that is one series that is in the works. So the other one, I'm just going to flash it real quick and not give you much more information than that, because that one is hugely still in development. But just wanted to let you guys know there are things going on behind the scenes. So if I'm absent, there's personal things going on, but there's also, I have irons in the fire, and I'm trying to get them crafted and molded before I put them out there and give them to you guys. So there's things going on. Obviously, what's happening now is going to continue to happen. When major news things happen, I'm going to make a video about it. It's just, I don't want to do them. I don't want to do videos just for the sake of doing videos and getting them out there. I think that's a terrible mindset to have. And God, I've been doing this for over 10 years now. So to everybody that's been subscribed, if you haven't gone back and you haven't looked at old videos, now's your chance to do it. Go check out old videos. You know, you can see, for those who are curious, I wasn't always forgiving of Twisted. You know, at one point I was kind of in disarray with them, but I also was professional and respectful, because I like to be positive. So, you know, I have videos about that situation. Not very many, because again, if I didn't have anything positive to say, I didn't always say it. So there's so many videos to go check out for anybody new coming to the channel. And for anybody that's been watching for all these years and you are yearning for something new, I'm in the works of it. But again, I've never wanted to do it for the sake of doing it. You know, I want it to organically kind of happen, and I want it to be something that I'm feeling, and I don't want it to be forced. But things are happening, things are working. Something else that I thought about doing, because there's a lot going on musically in the underground, a ton. And there's a lot of it I am diving into. Even if I give it one listen, if I make it 3-4 songs into an album, and I'm like, nah, not for me. There is another kind of series, and this one's very, very early in development stages in my head. This wouldn't scrap or replace reviews, but it would be kind of a condensed version of reviews. But I'm thinking about doing something called Flavor of the Month. And I want that to essentially be me talking about all the new music that dropped during that month that I listened to. Not new music that's come out, just new music that I've listened to, and give like a quick little review of it, even if I didn't like it. And typically I don't review music that I don't like, because again, I want to stay positive, I want to be respectful, and if it's something I don't like, then why am I reviewing it? There was an interview Violent J put out last year that really fucking spoke to me. It's like, yes, this is why I don't review everything. Because, you know, he says, if you go into something and you're not a fan of it, of course you're going to give it a bad review. So why are you reviewing it? I'm like, yes, exactly. That's it, man. That's why I fucking don't. There's some people that are like, hey, man, how come you don't review this album? It's like, because I didn't care for it. Like Ouija Mac. He's put out albums that I've liked and I've done reviews for them, but there's a lot of albums he puts out that I just don't care for. So why review them? Why do the review just for the sake of getting the video out there? You know, Darby O'Trill put out Creek, and I decided to go ahead and put that review out because I did enjoy a lot of what I heard, but I felt I wanted to show respect to him for being a new artist on Chapter 17, and I wanted to kind of put out there like my thoughts on him, and I wanted people to kind of see like how I'm feeling about him. Hopefully to not, you know, hopefully to kind of take the expectation that I'll do reviews for Darby O'Trill and be like, okay, if he's not reviewing the album, maybe he's not a fan of them. So that's kind of why I've never really always reviewed everything. But Flavor of the Month would be something where it's like I talk about the albums that I listen to, and it would essentially be where I'd make a notepad. I'd make a note in my notepad on my phone, you know, just thoughts that I had about the album. And you know, doing regular reviews, if I don't have a lot to say about an album, it turns into a 3-4 minute review, and it's kind of like, why am I doing this review? But if I can take that and put that with multiple and call it Flavor of the Month, then I can talk multiple albums, you know, give what love I can to those artists, because sometimes it's super hard to focus in on one album and have enough and a lot to say. Because I actually did do a review for Mad Max's Kaleidoscope finally. I have it recorded. It's only 6 minutes long, so I'm in my head now like, do I put this out? So if you want me to put out the Mad Max Kaleidoscope review, comment down below, say yes, put it out. But yeah, Flavor of the Month is something else very early in development in my head, but something else that I want to do as well. But yeah, I wanted to come on here, let you guys know I'm here. There's irons in the fire. But I also don't want to I don't want to lead anybody on and say I'm going to do something and then not doing it. But there are some things highly in motion. They are on my mind. They're in the works. It's just getting it done and doing it in a way that it's not forced, so that it comes out very organic and not forced. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being subscribed. Thank you guys for all your patience, for those who've been waiting for certain things to come out. I appreciate your patience, and I promise, you know, a lot of people, I had made a video saying that I was thinking about retiring, and a lot of people were kind of like, no, don't retire. I don't have plans of retiring anytime soon, but I will always take breaks when I feel like I need to take breaks, because I do think that they are important. But, you know, this video is just to let you guys know there's things cooking. There's things cooking. I don't know when they'll come out, but they're cooking. So thank you guys for all your patience. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you for all the love and support for everyone throughout the last 10 and a half years now. 11 and a half years now that I've been doing this. You know, I've met a lot of great people, made a lot of friends through doing YouTube. And that was always the goal, was to meet juggalos, to make friends, and to, you know, kind of have that circle, because you know, where I live, I've got Megs, I've got my brother, and that's it. That's the only juggalos I know. So that was the whole point. And to think about all the people I've met, like going to Camp Zool this year. I've got Shanzi and Coma Black I'm going to meet. I know them from doing Carnival Spirits years ago. I've got fucking Deck Wendell and Gage, a.k.a. Wasteland Waldo, that I'm going to meet up with again. I met them at the gathering that I've met through YouTube. And those two different parties don't really know each other very well. You know, obviously there's Mike Spawn, there's Robbie from Do It From the Underground, and a couple other people from the Underground Podcast Community Discord server that are going to be there. Like, there's all these people I know from just doing YouTube, and that, to me, is so awesome, because that was always the ultimate goal of making YouTube videos, was to connect with so many people like that. And I have people that message me on Instagram, I have people that message me on Discord and on Facebook Messenger, and it's just so cool, because that was always the goal. So I feel like I'm doing it right, and that's the goal, that's the mission, that's the direction, and that's where we're going. So thank you, everyone and anyone who has been subscribed, who's liked videos, who's just watched a video. But yeah, anyway, Hope you guys have a good day. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.